As a man, what do you think is the greatest gift that you can give yourself? What's the gift that men truly give themselves and are really the only ones that can give this to themselves? My mantra is know your worth, protect your peace. Why do I say that? Why do I say know your worth, protect your peace at the end of every Resilient Man video? Why is that my mantra? And more importantly, how did that become my mantra? Know your worth, protect your peace. Quite frankly, guys, that should be your mantra as well. I heard it said recently, women want two things, more and something else. No matter, we laugh at that, of course, but, for many of you men watching this content, what you've experienced is no matter what and or how much you've given your woman, it never seems to be enough. And she still wants more and or something else. And it's like the goal post is always moving and you can never attain it. And we see this play out a lot in our society. It's why so many women are unhappy and are so hypergamous and can never seem to be satisfied with what they have and where they are in life. We live in some of the greatest times in history right now from a quality of life perspective, especially for women. And yet many women are very unhappy, very dissatisfied with their lives and with the men that they have, the men that some have settled, quote unquote, settled for. And what does that mean for you as far as your peace as a man? Well, really, it means a lot. It really does. I'm sure a lot of you men watching this content really feel the impact of how the woman in your life can disrupt your peace, or maybe even you're living the type of life where you have no peace because you're in that type of situation or relationship or marriage. Unfortunately, it's true for a lot of men. And if she is so dissatisfied, it will mean no peace for you. And so getting back to giving that gift back to yourself, it's such an extremely important thing that we as men need to do for ourselves. And my story is very similar to many of you men watching this. I met a woman and we dated and courted for 2 years, and it was wonderful. I thought this was just absolutely perfect. And the reality of the situation was she represented herself to be one thing, to be everything that I was hoping and wanting in a woman, and that, this is the woman that I can grow old with. And then once we were actually married, the reality of the real woman came out, and, it was a catastrophe. And this happens many times in dating as well. You have to be very careful. The woman will represent herself until she is able to, over time, get you as a man to compromise here, compromise there, contort yourself there, so that you can please her. And women know this. Women know that men do this, and yet they are still never satisfied, even when they see that their man is and has, jumping through hoops in order to make her happy. First they take an inch and then they take a mile, and so on and so forth, and it goes on and on and on, and yet she's never satisfied. And it is extremely disrupting and detrimental to you as a man as far as having peace in your life. I know in my personal situation, went through that marriage. It was a catastrophe, and finally said, enough is enough. And I gave myself the greatest gift that any man can give himself: peace. Peace and serenity and tranquility in my life by removing myself from that situation. So, for you guys out there who are single, or maybe you're separated and you're going into a divorce, or you are divorced, I would encourage you to realize and accept the gift that you can give yourself: peace. You can enjoy your life as a man and not have to compromise, not have to contort, not have to jump through all these hoops, and actually do what you want to do. I mean, it's a wonderful thing. You, as a man, giving yourself, if you're single or separated or going through divorce, and you're able to give yourself back that peace, you are able to do whatever you want. You are able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want. I mean, if I want tacos at midnight, I go get tacos at midnight. I do what I want. We are able to spend our time however we choose and not answer to someone, which, is wonderful. And then most importantly, when it comes to being single and or if you are separated and or getting divorced, finances. I mean, that's a huge piece, at least a huge part of a man's peace in his mind and in his life, is not having to deal with the stress and strain that really comes many times from the female in his life. I mean, when I was married, I used to ask my ex, I was like, how is it possible that we get packages from Amazon Prime or, whatever company every single day? How much are you spending? How much are you ordering? Why do we need all this stuff? And it's, I always got these ridiculous answers, but that is a huge factor as far as the peace that you have as a man, is not having to deal with that crap anymore. It's giving yourself back the greatest gift that you can have as a man. And that's peace. Peace in your mind, peace in your heart, peace in your daily life where you can breathe and it's not a feeling of suffocation due to it. Now, guys, I'm not saying don't have a woman in your life if that's what you want. There's nothing wrong with having a woman in your life if that's what you choose. I'm simply saying a woman must understand, disrupt my peace, and it will be peace out. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have peace in your life? Are you in the process of giving yourself the greatest gift back to yourself? Peace. I hope you are. I hope you are. And if you're going through challenges such as a divorce or what have you, or are in a contentious marriage and are on your way out, there's life on the other side. There's peace on the other side. And it's quite, it's a beautiful thing. You have to go through it to get through it, and you will get through it. So, guys, support the channel. Please like and subscribe to Resilient Man channel. Check out the other topics, the other video content here. We got a lot of great stuff specifically for you as a man. And focus on you. Focus on being the best version of yourself. And that's going to bring you the most peace and the most happiness. So, know your worth. Protect your peace.